Hello, guys. We're live. We're getting rid of chat, which I thought. You want me to do it?
Yeah, go ahead. I thought was.
Oh, I know why.
Oh, you did it
You
first.
talk to
Okay.
chat.
All right. Well, welcome
Goodbye, chat.
everybody. Today we are going to be celebrating International Day of Girl. Even though that was on October 11th, it's a little bit delayed. But as many of you guys know, we have been working with CARE for a really long time. And today we're going to have the treat of having Amanda Mole from CARE to come talk to us a little bit about the gender digital divide. And Andrea, I know we're both really excited to have Amanda here. Can you tell Chad a little bit more about who she is?
Yeah, so obviously you guys have seen us do charity streams for CARE before. Today's gonna be a little bit different. It's really nice because we have Amanda. She's the senior advisor for adolescent programming at CARE. And every year for International Day of the Girl, which is this month, it's a chance to raise awareness for girls around the world. And this year we're focusing on gender digital divide.
And Amanda, I know we were talking a little bit before the stream, but I find it so cool that you went to work at CARE right after grad school. You've been there since 2007, where you joined as an intern and have continued working your way up and helping the organization ever since 2021. Maybe we could just start off with why you decided to work with CARE in general.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for having us and for kind of your continued partnership with CARE. When I was in school, I trained as a teacher. And so, I could have gone straight into teaching, but I knew that I was really interested also in what was going on outside the US, and kind of better understanding, what's going on in other countries. And I learned about a lot of the work in international education and how, my experience going to school in the US was so different than kids in so many other countries. And just wanted to learn more about that, figure out how I could support some of the work of some of the great organizations that are doing that work. So I was really lucky. During grad school, I started as an intern with CARE and just kind of stayed on. I guess they haven't gotten rid of me yet. No, but it's been so much fun just to continue to see the work change over the last 14 years and to see, hundreds of thousands of kids, go to school and to have the opportunity to learn that they might not have otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely. And, a lot of people understand what the gender gap tends to be, but maybe we could talk a little bit about what the gender digital divide is, since I know that's your area of expertise.
Yeah, thanks. So I think it's pretty common, in countries like the US or in Europe or, other countries like that, where a lot of students all have, mobile phones and computers. And, with this last year with the pandemic, when schools were closed, a lot of kids in those countries could just log on a computer, whether they borrowed one from their school or they already had one at home. Well, across the globe, that's not the case in every country. We still see that over 2 billion kids around the world don't have access to technology. And that means that, when all of the schools were closed during the pandemic, they didn't have an easy way to connect. So they couldn't just, log on to Zoom or something like that. We know that when finances are tight within families, if they only have enough money to buy like one mobile phone, then more times often than not, they'll give it to their sons than their daughters. And so a lot of times girls miss out, even if a family has enough money to buy a mobile phone or a laptop, it'll be the boys that get access rather than the girls. And so that means not only that they can't keep up with school, but they can't chat with friends. And having those connections with others means that, they can't learn about what's going on in their communities or even to have that support network. And so we just see a lot of differences between boys and girls, not just during the pandemic, but kind of in normal times as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And before I go back into that, I just want to say a quick shout out to everyone. We are live. You guys, if anybody is has any questions that you want to ask Amanda throughout this, you guys can put it as well in the chat. I know this is a little bit different than our usual streams, but we appreciate everybody who is tuning in and listening. Usually we play chess, but as you guys know, we've had a really long history of trying to support getting more girls in chess, and this is something that is very near, true and dear to our heart in general. And I really like, Amanda, that you touched on the point of why especially CARE is focusing on helping girls get the digital resources, because there's this long, cultural and tradition of just boys being prioritized in a lot of different cultures over girls. And how were you guys able to get all of this information from so many different countries? Because I know that CARE works in over 100 countries. So how do you see this differing from country to country?
Yeah, that's a really great question. So part of it is, there's different digital access in some countries. So some countries, they built in like the Ethernet lines. And so they got internet that way first. And a lot of countries, though, are going straight to like 3G, 4G, 5G, like just mobile phones. And so instead of like schools getting hooked up with computer labs first, and they had to wait for them to like dig in Ethernet lines to hook up their computers. They're just going straight to Wi-Fi. And so, different countries are in different formats for that. In Africa, we see that, for every 100 boys who are out of school, we have 123 girls who are out of school in some places. And so, it really has to do with family, income. So how much money do they have? Even if school is free in a lot of places, they still have to buy school uniforms, which cost money. And so if you think about, $15 for a school uniform, that might not seem a lot to, a lot of the people who are logged in today, but to a lot of these families, that's their income for the entire month. And so it's either having food to eat for the month or buying, a school uniform. And when you have more than one kid in school, it becomes really overwhelming. And especially when they have to make decisions like that, oftentimes it's the boys who get to continue instead of the girls. And most of that is just because, in a lot of cultures, when a girl gets married, they see her as leaving the family.
Right.
So if they invest in their boys, they're investing in the future of their family, versus if they invest in their girls, they think, oh, she's going to become part of someone else's family one day. And so we just see a lot of differences between how girls and boys are treated. And then, especially as girls get older, the pressure to get married, it's really high. And, there are girls 10, 11, 12 years old who are married and with kids because they didn't have the option, or they didn't feel like they had the option to do otherwise. And so we just see so many differences. And it's so humbling to learn about, how girls in these countries, even though they have these barriers and they have these challenges, so many of them are overcoming what they face. And, they're learning to speak out within their communities. They're finding people who will support them in that. And it's just so inspiring to see.
Absolutely. And Andrea, I think I'll pass it to you here because I saw you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I had a question I wanted to ask earlier when you mentioned your first fact that if a family has a phone, they're more likely to give it to the boy. And you touched a little bit on traditional things such as girls getting married really young and known to be given to their families. And I was going to ask just why do you think it is that it's often the boys who are favored over the girls in these families?
Yeah, so part of it is just like who they think will bring value to their families over time. If the girl leaves the family to get married, then, it's sad to say, but a lot of families would say, why invest in something that we're going to give away? And, whereas we're trying to change a lot of those beliefs. So rather than saying, she may be leaving the family, say, but she can bring honor upon the family, if she has more knowledge. We know that girls who stay in school longer have healthier kids. And so even if she is leaving the family to get married, she will be seen as like a positive contribution because her kids are healthier, because her kids will be more likely to go to school. And that means higher income for the family. And so there's so many ways that we can help spin that and to say, like, we know that these beliefs may be there, but how can we build from that and find the positives?
That is really interesting. It feels like you are addressing the root causes of why women end up being less prioritized for education. And when care goes into these communities, what do those discourses actually look like? Because I know for us, when we're streaming and doing those charity streams for care, we try to explain what the money is going towards. But of course, you're somebody who's had so much hands-on experience going into these actual communities. So I'd love to kind of visualize what it looks like, because I think it always helps encourage people when they know where their money and donations are actually going towards.
Oh gosh, absolutely. Care, there's a great resource out there. It's called Charity Navigator, and it helps you kind of see what percentage
Yeah,
of
we
funding.
used that actually, and we
Do
saw it.
you?
And this is
Okay.
why we really like care, because we know it's something like 90% of the funding. So I do know that the funding goes towards these communities.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of curious how, if it's even possible to address
What it
some of
looks
these
like.
cultural changes, cultural differences, like thinking that your girl is going to get married, so then you should invest in your boy, or if it goes more towards providing the educational tools to help them continue with their
Yeah.
studies.
So what we do looks different because again, every community is going to be different. So what we do in West Africa may be different than what we do in East Asia, or from South
Right.
Africa or countries in Central America. But some of the things that we do is one, we will work with schools to improve the quality of education, because a lot of times, if school isn't seen as like worth the time
Right.
because maybe the teacher is absent, or there aren't books, or just the activities that they're doing aren't fun. Like, kids need to have games and they need to have fun, and so we will work to make sure that school is of quality, and that kids are actually learning over time. There have been a lot of studies that say, like, even after finishing what they call primary school, or like in the US would be called elementary school, a high percentage of kids still can't even read. And so, just going to school doesn't mean that, it's bringing any benefit. So a lot of what we do is looking at the quality of education, but then we do a lot of work with parents and community members as well, just to get to those gender norms. And so, for example, if a lot of parents, I sat in a community group. This was in a village in Malawi, which is in Southern Africa. It's a really small landlocked country. It's called the Warm Heart of Africa, and it's just a really lovely place. And we had sessions within a community, and the question was like, what are some of the challenges that the school is facing? And so we had some groups of girl students go off and like come up with what their challenges were. Some groups of boy students went off to another room and they came up with their challenges. And then some of the parents were in a third classroom and they, listed their challenges. The teachers were in another classroom, they listed their challenges. And then some of like the school administrators essentially also listed their challenges. And then we brought all of them together. So sometimes the students came up with answers like, well, it's hard to go to school because we get harassed when we're walking from home to school. Because a lot of these kids will, walk miles to and from school every day. And so the parents might have been like, oh, well, we didn't realize that. So then they could come up with, and they could say, well, you know what, then, as a group of parents, so they have something like, parent teachers associations, where they could come up with schedules to like walk kids to school to make sure that they're safe.
Right.
Or if there's challenges around girls saying like, we have a lot of pressure to get married early, then I've seen, a lot of times it's mothers, like groups of mothers within the school will say, hey, if you face that challenge, come talk to us and we'll talk to your parents if you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. And so like building those communities of support is one way to address it. And again, a lot of times it's not saying something is good or bad, but it's looking at, understanding where people are coming from and finding a positive alternative so that, they can overcome things. So if one of the challenges is that school always conflicts with the chores that they have to do at home, which happens, to be assigned to girls a lot more than boys. Then again, we'll have dialogues with parents and say, would it be okay for your kids, or especially your daughters, to do work, after school instead of before school? So that she can still show up on time and not miss out. So it's a lot of negotiation. It's a lot of, figuring out what works and how the community can support itself.
Yeah, and these anecdotes are great, and it actually reminds me of it's similar with chess. It's another form of education. It reminds me of a girl, Fiona Matasha from Uganda. They made the movie Queen of Katwa about her, and she grew up in Uganda, and she wasn't going to school. She came across a chess program in her community, and just because she had the opportunity to start working with them, she actually ended up becoming a champion. She got flown to the US, and it's just so many of these kids are so talented and so intelligent, and they just never get the opportunity to even have a resource to have an outlet for that growing up. And when they do, it literally can change their entire life. I don't know if you have any similar examples you want to share.
I think what's really interesting nowadays is being able to access the internet. And I know that that's a huge project that CARE works on as well, because it is becoming more accessible than ever before to be able to learn and study online. And of course, it's never going to parallel what it's like to have an education in a classroom setting, but it is super helpful. And for us growing up with chess, we had our families moved to Romania. They were immigrants, and they really built their way out from nothing. So for us, the best way to get chess lessons were actually to hire coaches from Romania, because they were a lot more affordable. So I actually had a lot of coaches that I would sit and do chess with on Skype, and just being able to have internet and access to chess, which was a really cheap game, was super helpful for me. So I'd love to kind of hear some of the programs that CARE does that helps provide internet access to girls around the world.
Yeah. It's something that we see increasingly important. So whether kids are using technology for school or just to gain access to technology, like, it's both important. There are so many like education, like apps that you can use, and like games and stuff like that. And so, in one of our projects, I'll go back to Malawi for a second. We work with a lot of kids who are out of school. So in a lot of countries, like, once you drop out of school, it's really hard to go back because you get behind, and then you're not with, your peers.
Much like in regular world, right?
Totally. Yeah. And so we work with, some of these teenagers and adolescents who are out of school, who want to learn, and then hopefully go back to school. And in some of the centers, we set up internet access for them. So it means you have to build the solar panels at the school, because even like charging mobile phones, or in that case, we use tablets to charge them, is a big deal. And then to power, we installed like, mobile routers in their school to be able to access things, and modems. And so they all can download these different games. And so some of them are like spelling games or math games or things like that in the schools. And I was visiting one of the centers, and, the teacher had their lesson for the day. They were doing some math. And then all of a sudden they said, okay, we're going to go and we're going to use the tablets now. And this is a community where even a lot of the families don't have like cell phones or mobile phones. But all the kids like automatically got up, they went and got the tablets that were fully charged, and they sat down, and in groups, they started playing these math games. And it was really cool because they got into it so much.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, there were like some of the older kids who were helping the younger kids, with the tablets. And so not only is it cool to see kids just having fun, because technology isn't just about learning, like, it's also just to have fun. So it was so cool to see the kids just having fun. But then afterwards, we've been able to realize that the kids have higher attendance because they have something to look forward to, right? Like, it's something that's fun. And they have higher like exam scores. So they were actually doing better in class because they had this extra way to practice. And that practice made it fun for them to like learn math or spelling or how to read. And so just like those different outlets, that was really cool to see. And then maybe I can just share one other story.
Yeah, please do.
When I was visiting some of our work in India, again, it was in a really rural village. A lot of the work that we do are in these really rural communities. And they set up a computer lab at this school. And again, like it's not normal. Most of them don't have mobile phones. And so to have a computer lab at school was like really special. And I started meeting with some of the girls and just went around their school with them for the day. And I gave them my mobile phone and turned on the camera and said, okay, take me around and take pictures of all the things that you love about school. And so they showed me the bikes that they have to ride. They showed me the computer lab, and they turned on the computers and they showed me like how they do art on the computers. And it was like the coolest thing for them. And then they showed me some of the games. Then they took me up on like the roof of the school to show me the slingshots that they use to shoot down and scare away the monkeys who like harass their schools.
Right. No, the monkeys are actually very aggressive.
Yeah, they are.
Off topic, but there's this famous tournament in Gibraltar, and there's a lot of monkeys there. So then there'd always be stories of the monkeys going after the chess players. And, you know, I think chess players usually lose that fight. So these kids seem like they were battling it out a little bit more.
Yeah, they're the monkeys are pretty persistent, but it was so cool to see the girls not only like choose the computer lab as one of the things that they liked most, but when I gave them my phone, and you can do this in almost any rural village, they already know how to use like the cameras. Mm-hmm. So even if, you know, the teachers aren't quite sure, and this is one of the challenges that we see a lot of times is like teachers might not be as familiar with the technology, but the kids are, like all of the students are, and it's so easy for them to pick it up. And so, you know, it's just really cool to see how excited they get and how that becomes one of their reasons for wanting to go to school and keep learning. And so the more that we can bring, you know, internet and access, whether it's, using mobile phones, even just being able to like send text messages to a friend, you know, when you live so far away, or to ask questions, or to be like, I don't know where the nearest health clinic is. Like, how can I get, you know, different access or support or medicines? Just being able to have that access makes a world of difference in their confidence and who they can connect with, and just kind of their futures.
Yeah, I think all these examples just remind, I mean, for me and probably a lot of people in chat, like it's something we just take for granted growing up with having a computer lab and going to school with all these things, and, you know, having iPods, and things are just getting more and more advanced. And I know it's like more than 50% of the world is connected online. And I was curious to put some things in perspective, if you knew any of the stats for how many families have access to internet in some of the areas that you guys work in.
That's a really good question. You know, in some areas, it might be like 20% of families have access just to mobile phones. And for some, that's a smartphone. And some, it's like a basic phone, you know, like the feature phones where you have to click 9 3 times to, you know, get a Z for texting. And so in some areas, it's pretty low. In other areas, it's a lot higher. So for example, in some of our work in Nairobi, Kenya, which is, you know, urban capital, but there are also a lot of, they call them like informal settlements. In that area, you know, it's a lot more likely for kids to have access to internet. And so it might be 60, 70% who say that they have access to like a mobile phone. Interestingly though, because, you know, so many families still have financial barriers in terms of like buying that phone. So whether it's like a $20 phone, that could be a lot of money to a family. And then to buy like the monthly access, like, you know, credits to be able to access the internet can be really restrictive. And so I've heard a lot of kids in urban areas, especially, say, if they want access to internet, or especially to mobile phones, then they see that like stealing them might be the only option to get it. And so there's just all of these different, you know, experiences that we see. And so I think that's what makes this work that we do so interesting, is like one community will never be the same as the next community. But the hopes of kids and like the benefit that they get from it is all really similar.
Yeah, it must be so inspiring to be there on the ground and see the progress over, a decade or 2 decades. Because I know that care has been in countries since as early as the 1970s, which is really incredible. And what would you say are some of the biggest barriers right now to helping get as many developing areas internet access, or girls or kids in need? Is it mostly a financial cost?
Yeah, I think right now a lot of it is financial, just because, we're not waiting for them to like lay internet cords, like,
Yeah.
To some of these remote areas. Like, we don't have to worry about them getting Ethernet in so many different areas.
Right.
Because so many countries now do have, 3G, 4G, 5G internet. It's pretty common to be able to find like an internet provider, or and a lot of it's just through the mobile phone services. But for a lot of them, it is like access to power, again, to charge them, which you forget about. And so many of these households in the villages, they may just have, 1 or 2 charging points in the entire village. And so when you have to kind of wait your turn to charge your mobile phone, it means that you use that power and that battery life really smartly, because you can't just, continually plug and unplug your phone. And so I think that's part of it. And then, being able to, purchase the data bundles essentially to like download different things.
Right.
That makes it a barrier as well. One of the things that we've seen is that a lot of communities, or a lot of individuals, even if they have, phones or tablets to play like games and stuff like that, they will continue to use it mostly for networking, which makes sense. I mean, that's what I use my phone for, is connecting with friends. Right. And sending emails and text messages and calling people and stuff like that. And so, especially during the pandemic right now, it's been really interesting to see how many people have continued to use their phones to network and to keep in touch with each other. And I think that's been one of like the biggest, positive things that we've seen come out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I see Chad is already asking like, oh, what about the negative effects of the internet? But I think
that's silly.
It's such an early stage where these things make such a huge difference that jumping to those conclusions is so far ahead. And you gave us a few examples of how internet access has benefits, like socially and learning. I was curious if you had like any one specific story that maybe can represent this.
The negative.
No, the positive.
Or the positive.
Like, we have a lot of great examples about education, but maybe like a girl you worked with or a boy you worked with one-on-one.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, maybe I'll go back to the India case, since I've been able to spend some time with the team there. One of the programs that we do, again, works with out of school girls. And so girls who either never went to school or who dropped out for some reason. And one of the girls that I had an opportunity to meet, her name was Lakshmi. And she joined this program. And so she was out of school, had a number of younger siblings. And so because she was an older sister, it meant that she was oftentimes in charge of keeping track of her younger siblings and helping with cooking at home and watching them during the day. And so when we brought this program to her village, her parents agreed for her to go. And it was actually like a residential program. So she went to, she lived at the school for 11 months with 100 other girls, or I guess 99 other girls, because there's 100 in each class.
Right.
And over just the year that she was in the program, she was able to catch up and to learn like really well how to read. So she went from not being able to read at all to being able to read and do math. And probably the best part is just seeing like how confident she became, and how, she was willing to talk to a complete stranger, which is not easy. for so many people, like no matter what country you're in. And if you are 11 or 12 years old and you have a stranger come in, you know, that's pretty difficult. And so to see her confidence and, you know, chatting with other people and talking about what she wanted to be in life, and how she wanted to go back to school. And those weren't things that, you know, we ever would have heard her say, you know, before she kind of had this opportunity. And so just to see her excitement and kind of that sparkle in her eye with, you know, what she wanted to do, I mean, that just makes the world of difference, and really helps you feel good about, you know, all of the work that goes into it.
Great story. Thank you, Amanda.
So what can a supporter do to support CARE's work related to girls' education?
Yeah, there are a lot of things. I mean, you know, one of the biggest things, and especially for International Day of the Girl, is just everyone, if you can take, you know, 5-10 minutes, just talk to a girl in your life. So wait,
let's pause. Chat. This is also targeted for you. Find a girl and talk to her. We like to tease our chat a little bit.
No, it's so true. I mean, just ask her like what is she interested in? So whether it's a neighbor or a younger sibling or a cousin, and just ask her like what's she interested in? What are her dreams? Because a lot of times people don't ask girls or anyone who's young that. And then, you know, in supporting girls in so many different countries, you know, I would say support CARE, support, you know, another organization. So there's so much about our work. If you just check out our website, which is just, you know, care.org.org, check it out, you know, and support some of the programming. And so that can mean definitely giving money, because we can't do any of this without funding. It can mean signing a petition, you know, for different governments to increase their support for it, or just lending your ear and helping to spread the message. We also need people who can just help us to raise awareness that this is a challenge, and there is a lot of work and there's a lot of hope out there.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that, Amanda. And every time we have some kind of stream related to any kind of gender inequality, it's always very interesting. Most of our audience on Twitch is actually male. It's something like 95% male viewers. And, you know, we have so much support in our community, but you know how the human brain is. You tend to pay a little bit more attention to the negatives. And every single time I do any kind of this stream, I see comments like, oh, why is it just girls that need help? That doesn't make sense. That's actually sexist by focusing on girls. Or I'll see things like, I came here for chess, not to talk about these kinds of issues. And of course, you know, we keep talking about these kinds of issues on stream because I think it's important. And I just want to go back a little bit to the initial topic of the gender digital divide. And what this is about is the larger issue of, you know, women and girls having less opportunity throughout the world. It's much better in the US, but especially in developing countries. And it's about trying to get them on equal footing and trying to create a world that's better for everyone, because, you know, girls and boys can be different, and you want to have unique points of views in every kind of industry and have things be more fair, but that's never going to happen if girls aren't prioritized or getting access to education, or they're just expected to spend time at home. And that's something we always try to remind people, and just focus on the larger goal of making things fair for everyone. So I just really appreciate what CARE does in this regard.
Yeah, thank you so much. And it's not about girls instead of boys.
Right.
It's making sure that girls are also part of the discussion. Because so many times, you know, the schooling program or whatever it was, you know, boys have easier access in a lot of places. That doesn't mean that it's easy for every boy, but it means that they don't have a lot of the same barriers that girls have. And so, especially, you know, looking at this for International Day of the Girl, it's saying we want to make sure that girls have those same opportunities that boys have. Right. It's not saying that there are no challenges that boys have, but their challenges are different. And this is just our chance to say, you know what, let's take a look at the challenges that girls have and make sure that they can also be there at the same table.
Yeah, exactly. Because you want to try to help everyone, but certain groups need more help because they have more barriers, and that's what it's about. It's giving help to all of the groups, but also focusing to make sure that they get the actual help they need. Because if girls need to have also some help in changing the roots of it, like the cultural issues or just prioritizing boys over girls in general, then it does make sense that you need to bring a little bit more awareness to that.
Yeah. No, it's, we've seen so many positive changes. So, from 15, 20 years ago, there were millions and millions of girls out of school in comparison to boys. Now it's pretty similar. And the challenges are different. So we're seeing that a lot of boys drop out, especially in secondary school or high school, because of pressure to support their family. So to get jobs and things like that. And we're seeing a lot of girls drop out because of early marriage or because they get pregnant early. And so it's not saying that one challenge is any more important than the other, but we just want to especially take time for International Day of the Girl to say, let's pay attention to the challenges that a lot of girls have. Recognize that a lot of them boys also have. So if girls are dropping out because school just doesn't seem like it's worth it, because what they're learning isn't relevant, or to be honest, if it's really boring, like that's also going to affect boys. And so by looking at, how can we improve the environment for everyone, we know that we're also addressing things that especially face girls.
Right. And just to tie back to to remind everyone, there is still a disparity. I know you gave some stats like in certain parts of Africa where it's something like 126 girls drop out for every 100 boys. Do you have any other stats like that might highlight the discrepancies, just for people who are asking in the audience to get some kind of number to back it up?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So, for example, over this last year in the pandemic, we saw that girls got married at 100% the rate that they did the year before, just because, schools were closed. We didn't see boys get married at the same rate and drop out because of that. Their rates were a lot lower. And we saw girls in that same community had 50% more pregnancies than the year before. Again, that's not something that's going to affect boys in the same way. And so, we do see a lot of differences between girls and boys, and the way that things impact girls is, really hard to address. So that draw to get married, the impact of being pregnant. And then a lot of people say, well, then she can't return to school, even though she really can. But, the traditional belief would be that she can't go back to school. And those are just things that we don't see, affecting boys in the same way.
Yeah, I know I shouldn't be paying too much attention to the chat, but one person keeps going, well, then just don't get pregnant when you're 15. But Amanda, I'm very curious, you could speak a little to the societal pressure, especially in underdeveloped countries where really women feel like the only way they can support their family is getting married very young and creating a family. Like, well, what type of factors cause this for girls?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's such a good question. So again, because in a lot of places, girls are seen as leaving the family when they get married. When they leave the family, then it becomes less of a financial burden. Essentially, it's one less mouth to feed and one less set of school fees to support. And so a lot of girls will get married early as a way to financially help their families. Because it means that their families don't have to pay for them anymore. And in a number of countries where there's a dowry, where there's essentially like a payment made for getting married, it could mean money coming back to the family as well. And so if she gets married early, then, her family gets that money, they get that dowry. And so we see challenges with that. And we do see a lot of girls get married early because they get pregnant quite early. Interestingly, the fathers are not as young as the girls are. And so often it's older boys and older men who are the fathers. And the girls honestly have never learned, about reproductive health. And so a lot of them in school, you're not allowed to teach reproductive health. And, they feel intimidated to go ask the local nurse, how to not become pregnant. And so if you've never been taught it, if it's culturally not talked about, how you get pregnant or how to prevent pregnancy, then a lot of them, don't realize the path that they're going down, or they don't feel like they have the ability to say no. And I think that's one of the biggest things that we work on in our programs is building up that confidence, building up that voice and, the ability to negotiate with others so that the girl can say, no, I don't want to have a relationship with you, or, I want to make sure that we have contraceptives so that, I can decide when to have children. A lot of girls don't have that access to knowledge or that confidence, especially when you see the statistics that the fathers are so much older.
Right. And a lot of that actually does tie back into the digital divide, because a huge part of it is education and having access to be able to learn these things in situations where otherwise you're just being forced for whatever family pressure or societal pressure or just whatever in your local community. Totally.
I mean, if you can't, type into Google like how to prevent getting pregnant or what to do if, so many girls, like I know I could Google that. I know you guys could Google that, but so many millions of girls around the world don't have that ability. And so if you don't have that, if you have a really intimidating community, and if you don't feel like you have, a mentor or someone who's got your back, then it's easy to feel like you don't have options. And so one of the biggest things that we do in our programs is to build that sense of options, to make sure, even by learning how to read, that means that you can read what you see online. It means that you can send a text message to a friend. I remember just having an aha moment when I had a community member say that they had to have their kids dial phone numbers for them because they couldn't read the numbers. Oh. And so, if you don't have that basic information, that basic knowledge, it's easy to see how you can not feel like you have a choice and that your options are really limited. And so that's one of the biggest things that we work on in our projects. And that can come through sports. It can come, through playing, games like chess or football or whatever it is. Like you learn that confidence, you learn how to negotiate, you learn, how to be analytical. And we do a lot of that in our projects.
Well, I mean, I'm really happy that we've, had the privilege to work with CARE now. I think it's been the charity that we've had the longest relationship with, and we did a lot of digging into the other options. And one thing that I see a lot of people asking in chat is, why would people care about people's situation abroad when there's issues in their local communities? And I think that's one of the criticisms you often hear for charity that goes internationally. But I think when you're trying to do good and improve people's lives, that's more important. And of course, it is impactful to help the local community and those close to you. But what I've always really liked about CARE as well is that it's a charity that has a lot of impact for the dollars you put in. These dollars are really going towards the people who need it the most. And the fact that you guys have created a system and a structure that gets it to the people in need, I think is so valuable to try to do a mixture of both.
Yeah, no, and thank you guys for your partnership. I mean, it's so cool to be able to collaborate, with really strong women like yourselves who are such role models for so many, girls and boys around, having that confidence and, building those networks. It's really cool. And, there are always going to be challenges at home. And I don't think that's anything that we would say it has to be either or, but it's and. So when you're supporting your local community, also think about those who might not have the same opportunity. And so it doesn't have to be one or the other. I mean, one of the things that's come out of this pandemic is that nobody's safe until everybody's safe. And, just globally, the more that, we can raise really strong kids and really strong communities, it's going to benefit everyone. So it doesn't have to be just one or the other, but it can be both.
Yeah, and maybe before we go, if chat has any intelligent questions we could ask to Amanda that you guys want to hear before we lose her, let us know. I saw some better questions in chat, so let me know. But I also like, especially what you said about the pandemic. It is, especially when things like this happen, all they do is they emphasize disparities because the people who need help before now are even worse situations. So obviously, imagine things for us who we're very privileged. We're like, oh, this pandemic's made us, more depressed because we have to spend more time inside and we're not as healthy. But imagine for the people who don't have basic necessities. I'll look at the questions, see if there's any good ones to ask Amanda.
Somebody asked what percentage of donations go directly to the cause. And I think we talked about this a little bit before, but I think it's more legitimate to come from you, Amanda.
Yeah, I believe it is something like 90%. I'd have to look, but it's always right around that number, 93%, something like that, of all donations go directly to programming. And so that means it's going to the kids in these villages, supporting them directly, paying for their teachers. And so in some places, their school may only have 2 teachers, but each teacher has literally 150 kids in their classroom. And so sometimes that money goes to pay for extra teachers, or it goes to pay for scholarships for students. It may go to bring water to schools that they may not have any running water. And especially for girls, if they don't have running water, especially in bathrooms, they won't go to school for a week out of every month.
Right.
And so it may be bringing water to schools that we have. It could be adding, internet facilities to schools. It could be helping parents set up savings groups so that they can over the year learn, how to save, so that they can pay for their students' uniforms. And so, there's so many things along the way and areas that CARE supports. So every dollar that we receive is just so beneficial, and it really helps us to work with these communities and make sure that we can set up something that will live long beyond, the single donation or the single kind of investment.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to come on today and chat. Also, for everybody who is watching, and also if you haven't been typing in the chat but you've been hanging around, I hope you guys learned something today. And if you guys want to learn more, definitely go to check out care.org. You can learn more about what they do. And, hopefully this changed some people's opinions towards supporting girls and trying to understand the different disparities that exist. And if not, that's okay. It's a journey for everybody.
And before we go, maybe it'd be nice if Amanda could help recap just what exactly is gender digital divide again, because we have some new viewers who came in and they don't even know what this means in the title. So maybe just a recap of what we came here to talk about. You could tell us, 1 or 2 stats before we go.
Yeah, definitely. So the gender digital divide is essentially recognizing that girls and boys have different access to technology around the world. And so even though we have over 2 billion young people who don't have any access to technology, the gender digital divide means that when families do have access to technology, boys are more likely to access it than girls. And we see that over and over, again and again. And so it means that the girls are missing out on chances to learn, chances to network with one another, chances to have that access to Google something when they have a question, or, to find funny cat videos just to laugh at and be kids and have fun, or, something like that. And so really for this year, for International Day of the Girl, we just really wanted to say, we see the benefit of technology. We know how many positive things it can bring, not only higher test scores and more likely to stay in school, but again, that sense of community, especially in these rural areas where we work. And so we just really want to make sure that we are recognizing that girls oftentimes have more barriers to that than boys, and to do what we can to support them so that both girls and boys have equal access to technology and all the resources that it brings.
Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate it. Well, I think we've covered about everything. I don't think we have any more questions. We don't want to
Yeah, I
repeat
think
anything
this
too
was
much.
great. I know we did repeat a few things, and
Yeah.
it is a little bit different when things are live because people are coming in and out. So I'm just glad we were able to cover it for different audiences throughout the discussion. Thank you again, Amanda, so much for being here. We really
Thank you,
appreciate you, and this
Amanda.
was just a lovely discussion.
Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm just so excited to continue watching you guys, and thank you for what you're doing.
Likewise. Well, we'll let you get on, with the rest of your very busy schedule, and we'll just continue our stream here. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.
Amanda. Okay. All right, chat. We can go here. 1 second. You talk to chat. I'm gonna fix the scene.
All right, guys. We are going to be playing some chess. Actually, let me check on our schedule. And Andrea is going to be doing some kind of stream with Miss Giff.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to Miss Gifts. I hope. I know I don't try to pay attention too much to the incels in chat, but I know overall we have a pretty nice, hopefully, chat who listened and try to learn at least one thing. But I appreciate those of you who stuck around. It is different from our usual things, but it's very important, something that hits close to home. And we do a few collaborations with CARE, but sometimes talking to people who are active and go to these countries and work with these people, it's nice to see different.
Yeah, Andrea, you're not allowed to say that word.
I can't?
No.
Oh. Well, it's okay. I'm gonna get ready, go to Miss Gifts. Alex, you're gonna play chess. Mabriel, thank you for the 10,000 bits. That's huge. Let me turn alerts back on.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mabriel. I really appreciate it. Okay. So here I can get things back. Is chat still on the screen? No, I think chat is gone. Yeah, thank you so much, Mabriel. I know you were hanging out.
No,
I appreciate the cheer. Thank you so much.
There we go. I don't know yet what me and Miss Giff are doing. We have a few ideas. We'll see.
Andrea, I'm just gonna grab something before you go.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, my leg.
Yeah, we'll just delete the VOD. Hello, Victor. 95% of viewers of BotezLive are male. Well, yeah, I mean, it's honestly gaming, chess in general. Of course, you know, more males are stronger chess players, so it makes sense you're gonna have more of a male audience, which also starts with why women start. Okay, but you know, we're gonna change the topic. I think we had enough serious stuff. How is chat doing today? Howard Cern sent you here. Good to know. I won't refresh anything. Chat. Oh, does anyone know when our chess TV starts, Vila? I will get it. It's 5. Okay, so that means technically we should be on chess TV as soon as we ended.
Yep.
So I'm gonna start I'll get the chess ready for Alex. I had it already started. Are we on? We are. Okay, let me pull up some chess real quick. I woke up with a little bit of a sore throat, so that's why I sounded more raspy today. But that's okay. Let's put on some chess. Alex is gonna be playing some games. Thank you, Spicy Hags. And everyone who subscribed during the thing, I know we turned off our alerts so we could give the speaker respect, but I appreciate all of you guys. Let me pull up our alerts. Oh, woohoo, it's good to see you with the Prime. Nord with the tier 2 for 32 months. Thank you. E5, Skarvik, Harbo, you guys have been here 17, 15 months. Thank you guys so much. From England, can you speak an English accent? No, I don't do accents. They end very badly. You don't want to get me started on that tangent.
Yeah, please don't get her doing accents.
Oh no, yeah, there's been some drama going on. We could check while we're on Chess TV. Alex doesn't like to check LSF, but some juicy stuff. But we are on Chess, so we can't. What? You're making a latte? Lad, thank you for the 6 months. Oh yeah. The skincare line drama. I remember, I don't know. Okay, I mean, I'm not very educated about this, so I won't speak on it. Okay, sure. Never mind then. I was just gonna talk about science between UV light, but that's okay. Alex said no, so. Okay, chat, we can't talk about anything fun. Instead, I'll just ban this dude. Since I'm bored and Alex won't let me chat. Uh-oh, I accidentally closed out of my own stream. Chat, do you guys have any recommendations what we should do with Miskiff? I'm always muzzled. I need to grab some tea before I go. Which of the dramas are you referring to?
There's a lot.
What's the other latest news around town, chat? V. Philip. Makeup session? We could do his makeup. Yeah, I mean, when we plan collabs, we're like, yeah, we'll just go yell at each other. I'm like, okay, sounds good. Yeah, Miss Gift definitely would zone out within 5 seconds if I talked to him about the gender-digital divide. Explain about the spider?
You should go and talk to him.
Yeah, I don't think so. We could do his makeup. I wonder if he'd let me. That'd be play with his Pokemon cards. I've already done that. He still owes me a steak, but it's too messy to do a cooking stream. I think he did agree to learning chess, but all right. See you later, buddy. Have fun, chat. I will see you guys on Miss Gift's stream. Alex is gonna play some chess.
Guys, we're gonna have a fun time.
Alrighty. Hi, chat. Thanks for hanging out.
Hello, chat. You're gonna be stuck with me today, but you should be excited because we're gonna be playing chess. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a blast. I'm not gonna rage. I'm in a great mood. Everything is going well. The travel show is coming together, and I'm so excited about it, you guys. I'm really excited about the travel show. I think we just figured out who our cameraman is gonna be, and he's incredible. So I'm so happy. No, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope, chat. Ugh. Okay, sorry. I'm just settling in here a little bit. He is really cute. Vila, please don't flirt with our camera person, okay? No, bad Vila. Down, Vila. Down. Yeah, chat, can we do a poll? Should we ban Vila for hitting on our teammates? I think BotezLive is a very, well, I don't know what's the right word. You can't wait to see these interactions play out. It's going to be great. Give him one last chance. Okay. Am I authoritarian? Yes. I mean, honestly, I have been really thinking the last couple of months of how cool it would be to actually start a cult, but it would have to be a very positive cult. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm not gonna do it, but not yet, at least. I don't have the money yet. Don't worry, guys. We're totally kidding. We're totally kidding. Okay. Let's log into our account. Hello, Hoffmeister. How's it going? All right. Here we are. No. Okay. Here we go. And let me open up multiple games. So let's do a rating prediction today. Last time I failed my rating prediction, not addiction, although it is also an addiction, trying to get these all-time highs and just, I guess, failing some of these times. Whoa, why can't I make the screen bigger? Is it frozen? Or am I dumb? Do you ever ask yourself if something's not working? Oh, I see. We have two screens here. I get it. Andrea created it as a virtual capture. Okay. 1 second. We have two OBSs open and I have to change it on here. Okay. Noted. I'm gonna have to make sure everything is adjusted on here. Okay. No. I'm not blaming Andrea. It's just we have a different setup than usual. All right. Let's get the YouTube going. Get some tunes on. Okay. And now let's pick some kind of good music to listen to. I was listening to a really fun set yesterday. Okay. Okay. Ban Vila. I guess Vila, we're gonna have to ban you for the chat. Except I can't because Vila's our right hand man. Sorry guys. But I wanted to see what people thought, you know. It's kind of like polling when you get any kind of political poll. It's not like your opinion matters. It's just to show the politicians where the general public opinion is. So it's good to see that it's turned against Vila. We'll make sure we keep him in check. All right. Let's see. Ooh, Deborah DeLuca. Let's do it. Okay. Here's the happy techno. Okay, we got the music going. Hello, Jan Griffel. Welcome to the chat. Okay, guys. Sup, Crypto G Chess. We're going to do predictions. Are we going to reach 2285 today? I think my current rating is at 2255. It is not looking so hot. It's been a little bit tough lately. Yeah, 2255. Are we going to be able to pull off 30 points? Predict. Music is very soft. Can we aim lower? Just go against me if you think I'm not going to do it. $22.85. Last time I lost. So I'm going to give you guys your stats here. You're a gambling man, Tiny. That's good. I wonder where they'll go for the Chess Travel show. It's already announced. We're going to do Paris, Oslo, and then Dubai for the World Chess Championship. Alex is 22.55. Okay. We're going into the Blitz pool. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? I'm a little nervous. Here we go. Wow. And we get paired against an international master from Russia. 24.85. Mike Dan. Big boy. Okay. That's fine. Do you buy your ticket yet? That's a good one. Okay. Yep, this is what he's supposed to play. And now this is where I'm supposed to know the theory. I think I could just play here. Oh no, because now he can't push. What am I talking about? I just take it. Yeah, this is fine. Oh no, it's not fine because I can't take the pawn. That's why. That's why you're supposed to do something. Okay. Well, can I push b4 and at least take this pawn? And then we're gonna win it back. He's a super master. He's just an international master, okay? He's the kind of guy who is so close to GM, but not quite there yet, so he's beatable. Okay. I'm gonna play here and I'll probably take like this. And pin the knight. And try to activate my bishop. We're up on time. This is good. This would be a big win to start with. A big, juicy plus 13, but let's not think about that. Hello, Lyra. 9,000. Hola. Welcome to the chat. Okay. That seems like a strong move. Can I play here? I think I can play here. and then take with the knight and then attack this pawn and the rook at the same time. Yeah, this looks good. How do you know it's plus 13? It tells me on the side. You guys can't see it because the camera and everything's covering. Oh no, did I trap my queen? Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, this is awful. I can't play here because of bishop there. All right. Off to a great start. I'm always off to a great start, chat. Well, it is what it is. Look, at least this way I get a knight and a rook. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, chat. He couldn't take because we're attacking the rook. See? It's fine. This is... Ah, fuck. Yeah, I have to take. Oh, disgusting. This is very concerning. All right. Well, YOLO, you know, we're going to try not to lose this. What is the Botez Gambit? It is when you lose a queen for really no compensation. You just lose a queen. Okay. It's a very solid opening. Okay, I honestly, it's not great, but I'm gonna pretend we have a chance here because we have a little bit of a chance, truly. Very little, indeed, very little. Oh yeah, of course he saw the right move. I mean, he is an IM after all. It seems fair. He is coming in for the tickle. Tickle, tickle. Don't touch the pickle. That's a good move. That's a strong move. But not that strong. He only has 22 seconds. What's up? All right. Oh, if I win, I'm going to laugh so hard. It's going to be fantastic, chat. It's going to be glorious. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Dude, stop checking me, sir. Let me live. Body to the night. Yeah, he has 7 seconds. He should win this. But at least we had what felt like more of a chance than we should. Oh my god, is he on Russian internet? Oh shit, he disconnected. Okay, who am I writing the check out to? Who DDoSed this Russian? Okay, they might be winning the war with the bots on Facebook, but we're winning the goddamn war on chess.com, which is where I really think US diplomacy should be fought. Let's go, chat. Hell yes. Hell yes. That was great. That was great. Okay, it's really warm in here. I'm gonna turn on the AC. I don't know why it's not here. Shouldn't be allowed. Sorry, just super good at chess. Super good. Thanks, real world. Okay. Okay. All right, this feels nice. Thanks, Cookie. Welcome to the chat. Okay. All right. I feel good. Do you guys feel good? Do you feel like this is the caliber of chess we all expected to see today. London Willow, thank you so much for the 27 months, and Bitter Beings for the 4 months. I appreciate it. Thanks, Stockwish. Just terrible for my opponent, not for me. Okay. All right. Ooh, we're getting all the titled players today. Hand them over. Okay, random Oracle. Let's go. The way we took down that guy, we can't lose today. I'm feeling unbeatable. But I'm also delusional, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Okay, let's take... And... You know what? I will double your pawns. Thanks, TJ Heezy, for the 17 months. That's a long time. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to try to stay up on the clock because that's where we tend to get the most finessing. He has an ugly pawn, but it's actually not that ugly because he can push these two. Maybe if I can get queen c5 and double the rooks. What else? Or maybe try to take the knight and then get my knight in the center. I actually like that idea. Unless I just blundered. No, because I take and protect it. Haha. Okay, cool. Let's play this. If he moves his knight, I'm going to put my knight in the center. Whoa, Nemo, thank you so much for raiding with 500 people. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a fantastic stream. I hope you also enjoyed the World Series of Poker. I saw you had a little bit of a rough time from your Twitter, but also a great time. I'm jealous that I wasn't able to go. But again, if we would have played at the same table, you would have taken my money, as always. So it's probably good I avoided you because, you know, need to stop losing the dollar bills. Okay. All right, what are we going to do here? Can I push? No, because then he goes here. Those double pawns are annoying. But I can still take. Actually, I think this works because I just go here. Oh, no, he takes with the pawn. Why am I so dumb? I literally just explained to myself why this doesn't work, and then I played it regardless. That's so Alex of me. Sag. Oh, he didn't take. That's weird. That what? Oh my god, I gave him that. Are you serious? But no, I did. This doesn't work. Okay, is this guy... Are we paying off all of my opponents? Who is footing the bill for today's chess? I need you to confess. There's nothing that tilts me more than, you know, unfair wins. I'm so confused at what this guy is doing. But you know what? I should stop talking and start winning. Just grow. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's get in there. Let's get cozy. I have 56 seconds. I'm going to stop talking. Charlie, thank you. Also, sorry that alerts are doubled. I'll try to fix it. I'm glad you said that, though. Thank you so much.
Still loving the content, guys, and that you use the platform you have to raise awareness for good causes.
Thank you, guys. Oh, shit. Shit. I wish I used my platform to raise awareness for good chess as well, but It is what it is. God. Yeah, it's reasonable. He's just gonna play all the good moves. How did I blunder everything here in a position that was so good? Sag. And now he just plays rook h1 and laughs in my face. Or does that. Yeah.
Is there anything I can harass Mischief with?
Honestly, you're pretty harassing enough as is.
Boys? Any weapons?
Does this guy want to play again? No, Andrea. Just bring yourself. It's really annoying enough. Oh, bring the owl. Bring the owl.
No.
Why?
I don't want to bring the owl.
Just bring the owl, Andrea. You and the owl making noises together.
I have a wig. I'll bring a wig.
Okay.
Put him in a wig. Mischief will do anything.
That's true. He will do anything.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Bring this wig.
All right. Andrea's going over to Misgifts, so that's honestly going to be super chaotic. I don't know who I feel worse for, and that's saying something. Misgift is a little bit like a female Andrea.
Bye, chat.
What are they doing? I don't know. I have no idea. Probably up to no good. Just push the juicers. Yes, I will push the juicers. I'm trying. Thanks, Young Josie, for the 11 months. And Beef Freezer for the 1 month. Thank you so much. And Lionheart, it's good to see you. One of the OGs. What's up? Okay. We're going to take him down this time. We're going to get plus 10. We're going to be 2272. And then we're going to get to 2285. We're going to hit the goal. We're going to high five ourselves. And we're going to have a little celebration for hitting the ELO. What?
My keys that you took.
In my bag. Take in the bag. And the car keys are probably in there too. Okay. All right, let's provoke him a little bit. Let's make him push his pawns. Although that might be a good pawn push for him. Every time I try to provoke, I usually end up helping my opponent. And that's the opposite of what you should be doing. Quick picnic. It really is multitasking. This is a plus 10 juicer though. Andrea driving. Yes, if there's anybody in Austin, you know, on the highway, just watch out for a gremlin, okay? Oh, I'm getting toothaches. All right, the knight's gonna come to e5. The bad chess is giving me toothaches. No, actually, I'm playing this okay, but my king position is really overexposed. But we have Claptone playing some good beats. You know, he's doing his part here. The tunes are good. Hell yeah. Okay. How the heck do you play this position, though? His bishop seems better than mine, so I'm going to attempt to trade off my bishop for his bishop. You know, it's the same quantitative value, but the quality of his bishop is better. So we're just going to do a quick switcherooski, if he's interested, of course. No, he wants to harass my pieces, which annoying, but I understand. Can I play this? I can play here, but that doesn't work. I could just retreat. All right, let's retreat for now. Then I am giving him checks, but those checks don't do that much, I think. Okay, so I need to take here. Because if I move the knight, I mean, there's a lot of potentially hanging pieces here, which is terrifying. Can I take and play this? No, definitely not. Can I just... Yeah, I'm gonna attack the knight for now. Oh, shoot. And then I have to take here. This is not great. There's so much hanging stuff, right? I can't take this because my rook is hanging. Okay. Yeah, this works because I'm gonna still defend the knight at the end of all of the trades. This is good. This works. Okay, that horse, you know what? You've caused enough. You've done enough. Get out of my house. I've had enough of you. I've had enough. That's quite enough. Thank you, sir. This is our house, and you will respect the rules. The order. Okay. Boom. We're just gonna keep putting pressure on him. He doesn't have a lot of time here. He's weak. I can smell it. I smell his fear. Makes me hungry. Nom nom nom. A lot of strange characters in chat today. Well, that's that. You know, our chat is interesting. It's okay. 29 seconds. Uh-oh, not a lot of time. Ah. Ah. It's okay. We're gonna flag him. This is fine. Please flag him. Please don't mate me. Yes! Again! Okay, please don't leave, random oracle. Yes, yes, he wants more. This is great. This is great. Okay, Donganekam. Thank you so much, and Renere. Appreciate it. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. This is not quite the money round, but this is good. This is good. Oh, wait, TJ Barn. Is that really Ludwig chess? That's pretty funny. Free Elo. Yes. Yes. We like the Elo. The Elo feels good. Whoa! Damo Stanton, thank you so much for the 5 subs. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you, sir. Damo Stanton with the big 5 subs. We got gifter energy here. The dopam elo rush. Exactly, just exactly. That's a good pun. It's a high caliber pun. Okay. So we're gonna win this pawn back. That's cool. Sometimes I misplay it and I don't get the pawn back. This is not an actual threat because then he's just gonna take my knight. I'm just gonna castle. Just business as usual. Queen e2. E4 is maybe a little bit more annoying now. I'm happy to get a big center and let him attack it. It is annoying though, because this is the kind of position where black gives you a big center, but then ends up spending a lot of time provoking it, you know? But we'll do it. We'll be on the defending our center side. I'll probably take with the pawn, open up this file a little bit, bring support for the D pawn in case he pushes one of these guys so we can reinforce. Every time I click the stream, you have different teeth. No, I did go to the dentist and I had to get some of my teeth fixed. So my teeth have like this temporary fixture on them right now. You're not crazy. And that's also why I have a little bit of a lisp. Okay, let's play here. All right. Can I take? What is the best way to play here? You know what? I think it actually might be keeping the pressure on. Let's keep... we're often tempted to take or to push, but sometimes it's the best to just keep the pressure. Rook d1. You know, let's see what he comes up with. I wish I could take. I wish that was a thing. Can I take here? And then if he takes with a knight, I take... No, he takes back with the bishop. That idea doesn't work. Okay. What else could we do? I could kick his knight, but that doesn't seem very good. I'm getting a little bit low on time, so I should play faster. Now he does have some pressure if he takes. I maybe should have played rook e1 instead. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna push here for now. Speed. I know. I'm down 20 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna play faster, catch up on time, because I have 107 to 119, which is not that bad, but we'll catch up on time. I do better when I'm ahead. He doesn't know what to do. Oh, he does. He probably wants to push. He wants to push his pawn. Thank you, Vaha. Let's move some things around. Okay. I guess he also wants to move some stuff around. Let's get out of that pin real quick. We're up on time. This is where we want to be. Oh, that is annoying. Uh-oh. Fine. This is bad. Oh my god, what the... Don't worry, chat. We're still gonna win. It's gonna be hilarious. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna win and it's gonna be funny. He's gonna get so tilted. I like giving up a piece. It just, you know, it makes it more interesting. I like to keep everyone on their toes. See, he doesn't know what to do now. I'm generous with my pieces. He's generous with his time. We're tangoing. Hello. I don't know if this works, but I'm gonna do it. Fuck. Sorry. I meant fuck anybody who doesn't respect you. This is a whoa, chess sweep. Thank you so much. Okay, that was painful. We shouldn't have lost this game. Shouldn't have lost this game. He sped up. Chess Sweep, thank you so much for the raid. And Rebecca Lauren for the 27 months. Let's try this again. Let's take him down this time. He's still giving us plus 10. Chess Sweep, how was your stream? I didn't miss the sub. I was just a little bit slow because, well, I had, 20 seconds on the clock. It happens. But, okay. So let's take out the pieces. It's inspired you. You're off to play chess and maybe stream. Good luck. Hi, Hacking Clash. How are you? Okay. Let's do some Traderooskies. Can I go all the way? Yeah, I think we can do e5. This too has inspired me to study more. I don't like losing. But a good friend of mine told me that if you don't have time to study, then just make sure you show up when you're there playing the actual game. So just be completely focused and really try your best. So let's try that. She said, talking about things unrelated to the complexities of the position. You should have played there. That would have been kind of annoying, eh? Well, now I'm not pinned anymore. And I have this, potentially. Oh, but he has this knight move. Yeah, he can get annoying here if he wants. I'll be very defensive. Okay, how do we want to do this? Does he have any actual threats? Should I play here? Feels a little bit defensive, but... And also play here, but that feels weird. Okay, let's just go queen b8. You went on a nice walk and now you have energy? That's good, Rebecca. Walks are nice. Honestly, YOLO. That really shouldn't be how you think about chess, by the way. That's it. YOLO should not be your strategy. Yeah. But it looked good. It looked fun. Yeah. We're attacking his queen. I'm gonna kick his bishop out of here. Okay. He doesn't want to let me kick his bishop out just yet. That's respectable. Can I play something like this to open him up? Okay, this is fine. I'm okay with developing, but I wish I would have kept this square for checks. It's good that he got rid of it. I mean, obviously not right away, but... Okay, sure. Let's trade. Yeah, that's annoying. Where do we go? I think here, actually, and then we can bring our rook in. Don't stop in. Yep, this was gonna be a tough game. All right. We need to take. Do I play here? Let's do it. And then here, and then maybe bring the rooks in. If we're gonna play... So, a knight and a bishop is better than a rook and a pawn. But we're gonna try to make it interesting. Here we go. Let's take. Let's bring the king in. He's gonna flag. I'll take that pawn. Let's defend it. Why not? Let's not get, some scary, scary looking threats here. So I need to push, I guess? Oh my god. Like I said, I like dropping pieces towards the end. It makes everything interesting. That's truly all that's happening here. Do not fret. Like I said, don't worry, we give pieces because we want them to think they have a chance. This guy is so slow. It's amazing. Thank you, Moon Runs. Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and then we're gonna be back to flag more masters. Why not? Yeah, you know what? He missed it. That's okay. That's okay. This is it. This counts. A win is a win. We are back. We are back, Bullrog! Thank you so much for the 15 months. Is the chair a GM? Yes. Obviously the chair is the GM. The chair is actually the best member of the Botez family. Okay, we're back. Bullrog actually subscribed? Are you kidding? Why did you wait until I was in the bathroom, sir? Do you not want me to know that you're subscribed? Are you ashamed? Okay, 10 points away. He left the room. I think he got flagged enough times that he decided to run away. Oh, Brian the Butcher. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back. What a juicy rating you have. 2265. I like that we're only getting titled players. He said he's on the treadmill. Yeah, okay. Do you always start every game with an excuse for why you're gonna lose? Because he tends to do that often. Every time we play, he's either on the treadmill or his neighbor is giving him a burrito. Blah, blah, blah. Why don't you just play good chess, Brian? No more excuses. Thank you, Quick Pick Nick. Regardless, I'm down to farm Elo. This is a bad matchup, only +8. Well, +8 is fine. Brian is pretty weak, so it's like free rating. Don't worry. Burrito, good excuse. Burritos are pretty good. The burrito distraction. The distraction method. All right. Did you hear burritos? Yeah, that's like your bat signal, chess bra. You hear burritos, and you come on scrambling in. If you guys ever want to get the chess bra's attention, just, you know, yell burrito 3 times, and a wild chess bra will appear. The burrito bras. The secret to a dad bod. Exactly. Exactly. Hello, Hunk Muffin. How's it going, sir? All right. I'm gonna be really tilted if I lose to Brian, so maybe just maybe I should you know, maybe focus a little bit. Could potentially be a good thing. Maybe. Who knows? He's gonna take with his knight, bring all his pieces to the defense. What am I doing? Okay. And now he's forcing the trade. This is not great. This is not great. I kind of almost feel like it's better to just give him the pawn. Okay, I'm gonna play here. With this idea. How are we doing on time? Not great, but he's on the treadmill apparently, you guys. He's probably... Okay, there's this one guy in our gym. I've been gymming recently. Yes, I'm just trying to brag. No. But he goes and he's always in a corner of the gym just watching movies on his phone, sitting on a yoga mat. And I've started creating a little story about this guy. Like, he must be telling his wife or something that he's going to the gym. And homie just sits there and watches videos. And the first time I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But then I saw him again and again. One time he was just working on his laptop. But I don't know, maybe somebody is clearly putting pressure on this poor dude to work out. And he obviously doesn't want to be there. So he just finds something to do. Probably just wants to escape from home, maybe. The Wi-Fi there is pretty good. Actually, no, it disconnects often. Ask him and record a podcast, just me and the guy. No, because he probably doesn't want to be called out. You know, that's his alone time. I'm not going to go and be like, hey, man, I noticed that you never actually work out at the gym. That's probably his worst nightmare, you know? He probably just wants peace. I can't be the one to call him out. I'm not going to do him like that. Okay, I need to stop talking and start playing better. Do it in that voice? Yeah, absolutely. It's bound to make no friends whatsoever. Am I gonna get murdered? YOLO, I'm probably gonna lose this otherwise. Ain't no lie, 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 ain't no lie. Run, Brian, run. Come on, little treadmill boy. Boy? Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Alright, what do we do here? How do you even begin to try to save such a position, friends? I do not know, but I think I need to keep the pieces on. We're gonna need to keep some pieces on, is my thinking. Oh, shit. Okay. No. Run! Run! He's on the treadmill, but I'm the one doing all the running. This seems unfair. Are you? I'd laugh. You wouldn't get a draw here. Come on, buddy. You have more pride than to beg for a draw with 8 seconds. Now I'm going to find out if you're really on the treadmill or if you suddenly get off of it and start playing quickly, eh, buddy? Oh, this is problematic. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? I was playing fast for a lad on a treadmill. This is kind of tilting. Don't worry, that didn't actually happen. You imagined it. On the BotezLive channel, we only win. And if it looks like a loss, you probably just don't understand chess. We also have a culture that just absolutely embraces gaslighting. So feel free if you see somebody, you know, misunderstanding what happened on the board to just at them in the chat and let them know what's up. Yeah, it's a very respectful culture here. You really didn't understand the game before? Exactly, Banana Boy. He's on the treadmill, eating a burrito, making a business call, and still getting a dub. Ryab, thank you so much for the 16 months. It's really appreciated. And Mr. Michaels and Trokar, thank you guys. Thanks so much. He said, "Are you a pig? Because thanks for the farm." Man, he's been a dad for like, what, 3 years? And this is already the level of dad jokes he has? It's kind of, this is sad. This is sad. My God. You know, everyone talks about the burden of the mothers during pregnancy, but what about the dads? They lose their sense of humor. It's terrifying. This is bigger than the goal. Yes, this game is important. We cannot lose. It's too much at stake. All right. All right. We're going to get this dub. Brian is the one standing in our way. Yes. I'm not going to get farmed, you guys. I don't appreciate the lack of trust here, okay? We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Okay. He's typing. He's going oink oink. Brian, I don't believe you're at a treadmill. Send pics now at the gym. Prove that you weren't making excuses for when you're gonna lose. He's running to the treadmill now. Hey, this doesn't seem good. Send the gym pics. Phone's here. Fuck. Oh, he should have played king there. That's what I was afraid of. Before he checked me to take away my escape square. I was like, oh, is Brian actually going to see a good move? And I was like, ah, no, of course not. But of course not. Oink oink. Let's go, piggy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna type gym pick or no balls. Gym pick or no balls. Prove you're at the treadmill. Let's see. Who's farming who? We just need a photo of the photo of treadmill with 4 fingers so we know it's real. Like just 4 fingers and a treadmill, and then we know that he's at the treadmill now. It's how, you know, it's like how you check if people catfish you. You just say random amount of fingers. Okay. He said in his garage. I don't think he's working out. I think he made an excuse. Okay. He has to give a lecture. Okay. All right, we'll give you one more game. The man... Guys, the truth is Brian's the one who's been going to the gym, hiding from his wife, just sitting in the corner watching movies for the last 3 days in a row. This entire story has been about him. Oh, okay, he is actually on the treadmill. No, honestly, it took him quite a bit of time to find this. There's the treadmill. Oh, okay, wait. And that's his wife showing us the middle finger in the background. You can't see it, but that's very cute. That's adorable. Although, chat, the treadmill was incredibly dusty. That treadmill is so dusty, it's clear it's never been used. Why are there dust bunnies on the dashboard, sir? He hasn't used it in 10 years. Chess is a sport, confirmed, exactly. Okay, all right. No more laughing. This isn't fun and games. We gotta get the dub. But he also isn't sweating, exactly. Okay, let's do it. Sitting on treadmill playing chess, confirmed. Yes. Actually, I have to admit, the reason why I've been so motivated to go to the gym lately is because I started watching the new season of You while I do cardio. And it's just such a good show, and I've been trying to only let myself watch it in situations where I'm in pain. So for example, when I went to the dentist and they were pulling my teeth out, I was like, okay, this is painful enough I can watch it, or at the gym, because I really want to watch the show. So now I'm just really motivated to go to the gym. I just want to see what happens. It only came out yesterday. No, it's been out for a while, or at least in the US, it's been out for a while. Yeah, no, I'm conditioning myself to, and I want to see what happens in the next episode, but I have to go for a run. There's no way around it. You want to get the treat, you gotta go on the freaking treadmill. And it's unpleasant to be on the treadmill, but then at least I get to watch the show, so it's not that bad anymore. And it's been helping me build up my habit. Am I rooting? Yeah, and it's a weird show, okay? It's about serial killers. It is about serial killers that are trying to fix their marriage and stuff like that. It's very dark. It's very dark, but it's really good. It's very good. Five days equals a while? Well, I mean, a few days. Yes, I've been doing this for the last couple of days. I also went to the dentist recently, so... Okay, what do I do with this position? Let's just shuffle. I'm so low on time. Thank you, whoever that was. I'm a little less focused since I have no time. Should I mess up? Yup. Yup, we did mess up. Ah, fuck. God damn it. This is so tilting. Okay. Why on Wikipedia says you born in 1995 when you clearly don't look older than 20? Jer, you are my new favorite viewer. Kim Jong Cool, I know. That was sad. We're gonna take it out on the 2300, don't worry. Thanks, Mr. Grosso. It's not a paid actor, guys. He obviously just realizes the truth. Self-dono? It wasn't even a dono. It was just a chat message. Real and true, by the way. Okay. Frick. I'm just tilted now. I'm so bad with tilt. I'm never gonna fix the fact that I get so tilted. Am I? Wasn't that savable though? This is savable. I mean, it's not great. I lost a pawn, but at least it's something. Okay, this is... So we're down 2 pawns. I'm just trying to get something interesting here. Okay. We'll take some activity from him at least. Try to see if there's any tricks. Wants to put his knight here. Can I take and then play rook here? Yeah, I can, but it's just a trade, so that's not great. Okay. What else? All right, I'm just gonna play a soft move. Ah.
No #1 sunken chess streamer, let's go.
Okay, we almost saved that. Almost. Almost. We're now just 6 points above where we started. Okay, fine. We'll give him a rematch. Okay. All right. Wait, did you just give me a free bishop? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate the throwback. That was cool. Can we play more like this? I'm really enjoying it. Look, just resign and we'll do another game. Don't worry about it. I won't even bill you for the stream appearance, you know? I only bill non-amateurs, so it'll be okay. Paid actor? Maybe he's giving me odds. Watch me lose this regardless. We build chess experts like Andrea. Andrea's technically not even an expert yet, which is very cute. But close enough. She's almost an expert. Is she at Misgifts yet? No. She's not there yet? Shit. I hope she drove over okay. I do get a little bit uneasy when Andrea's driving, honestly. It's not great. It's not great. She probably just got lost. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. Aryan really is still playing. Down a piece? Feels bad, man. No respect. Yeah, but Andrea doesn't have that app installed as of right now. Excuse me, I keep hiccuping. Just play slow moves. Thanks, Conky. Do I think it's worth it to play super fast? No, I mean, you should only be strategically playing fast. Hey, Gisgro, thank you so much. Right? Like, if you want to play fast, if you're in time pressure, or if your opponent is in time pressure and your opponent is doing much better than you and you're just trying to get him to flag and you don't want to give him time to think on your clock, right? The clock is a weapon. Use it as a strategy. Happens to be my favorite weapon. I kind of want to sack. Whatever. If he wants to play, I'll make it interesting. I'm a nice girl. Although I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. Oh well. Why did I do that? I'm a content creator, guys. It's what I do. For the content, exactly. And he's playing this well. Not surprised. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh, I was gonna block him, but the way the setup is right now, it's on a virtual cam, so I'm just not gonna mess with it. I'm so tilted. We're exactly where we started, actually. I can absolutely block for saltiness. I would say blocking for saltiness is most of why I block people online. I wouldn't block him off of the site, of course. That would be inappropriate, of course. Um, no, 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 we're not salty. We're not salty. We are self-controlled. Okay. What is there to be salty about? Nothing. Okay, guys. I'm going in. One second. Okay, guys. I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit. Hydration check. Should we hydrate? Is hydrating important? This is serious business time. We're getting to 2285 today. Oh my god, Nephastone, thank you so much for hosting with 465 viewers. I'm so sorry. I've been going through a salty stage. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're playing Blitz today. We're trying to get to 2285. That is the goal. That is the goal today. Okay. Focus. Shoot, he has this. trying to go for this idea. And then his knight gets out. Just a kidding! Yes! Again. Okay. He left. Fuck yes. Okay. Next. He panicked. Good. He should be panicking. We need to get this win. Yeah, this song is very intense, but it's how I feel internally when I've been losing for a while. So, yeah. Yay! We're back. Thank you, MSice06 for the 8 months. Okay. All right, let's play somebody else. Let's play somebody else. We've had our fun with Dein Mutter. Mutter, does that mean mom? You like the song? Yeah, no, I do too. I actually like the song a lot. Okay, +9. Let's go. Take us to the promised land of the 2280s. It means your mommy, I figured. Dein Mutter. Thank you, Mega Shine City. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Full focus on this. This is a big one. We can't have another stream where we don't make the goal. It's not okay. I keep playing into this line, and it's really bad for me. I should learn it. I don't think he played it as well as he should, though. Luciano, I hope you're right for him, though. This is a hard position. Shit. Yeah, I lost a piece. This is really bad. Thank you. Ay, ay, ay. Thank you, sir, for your generosity. My God. Oh my God. Okay. Somebody in chat earlier called that there'd be a Botez Gambit. $22.85 for the believers. Oh, okay. So I guess we're raving tonight. We are raving tonight. Thank you, Akaj. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, sir. So close. Now would be a good time for a run, yes. Okay. +8. This is the game. Whoa! Thank you, Dome, over the 5 subs.
Thomas Stanton gifted 5 subs.
Thank you so much. Just give me a free piece. Weird. What? Okay, wait, no, I can't get distracted. Not now. Fuck. I got distracted and I... This is bad. This is Sag.
Screw you mods. Time scramble.
Whoa! Thank you, Oats. Why did I do that? I don't know. Thank you though. I tried to get a draw. It's a very sad situation. I am a very sad. I look and I don't know where the pieces have gone. Please a take. Ah, we're so close. Okay. Okay. I was distracted because the song got weird. I missed a free queen. Yeah, no, I'm sure I did. That sucks. All right. It's okay. We're still close. We're still close. We're still up. Copium. You look sleepy. No, you look sleepy. Motherfucker. Okay. Sorry. Was that rude of me? All right. Got an FM who really loves Mauritania. Okay. We gotta get this homie. Thank you, Arden. Appreciate it.
How did you post on Facebook while playing? That's incredible.
I'm incredible. What can I say? We have a Facebook page manager. That was the dumbest move ever. Okay, at least he didn't take the pawn. Wow. Hmm. Thanks, Big West. Wow, it's a check. Okay, that's not good. Yay! Yay! Yes! Hell yes. Hell yes. Whew. Okay. That was a save. Okay, 2285, 2 points away. Let's go. 2 points away. All right, thanks, Azuki. Oh, that's nice of you, Dot Money. No, that was good. That was good. Okay, this is a +8. Okay, let's go. What the fuck am I doing? How do I blunder every time I'm in? Okay, you know what? You know what? You know what? Hey. Okay, we could maybe still save it. Maybe. Unlikely, but maybe. Thanks, Diego. I'm gonna try to save this. I know we're down a piece, but whatever. It's an important game. So we will try. All right, we're back on the grind. Back on the grind. That did not count. I know, I don't even want to see that one. Okay, the only thing that's important is that I don't tilt. We have to control the tilt. So if he takes, I'd have to take with a knight. Okay. Give him an isolated pawn. Good. Activate the rooks. Keep the pressure. Fuck, thank God. That was a free queen. It's fine. I have no time. Okay. Okay. We saved it. We are 2 points away yet again. This time, we're not gonna mess it up. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Nice.
Thank you. I'm going to shoot a brick. I am not right. This is fine. Every time. Every time. I can't get past this. Can you really get away with this? I mean, I'm sure he can, or he wouldn't have played it, but I'm just gonna hope he blundered. I'm gonna hope he blundered and thought he had mate, and he doesn't. Yeah, it's coming in. Sag. Oh, this is so sad. So close, yet so far. Every time. Okay. Okay. Right back at it. Right back. Wait, guys, this is a +10. This is a +10. Big juicer. Holy smokes. If we do it, we got it. 2285. We get the goal for once. Big juicer energy. Okay, this is not the most interesting game I've ever played. Yet. Oh my god, I hate this song. Endgame technician, baby. Whew. Whew. Okay. Believers. We finally gave the believers their points. Oh, Mayfield, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Relief. Well, this is a winning endgame. I got really lucky at the end there. This was a winning endgame. He gave me chances. I mean, my opponent was basically just trying too hard. And he had some chances. He was pushing to win, so that helped a lot. Willie Burt, thank you for the 200 bits, and Waskley for the 2 months. Thanks again, Mapril. I really appreciate it for earlier as well. Yes, 2285. Next time, our goal is going to be 2300, and we'll slowly march our way back up. You hear my sister again? What is Andrea up to? Or, oh, she's hanging out with Miskiff. Oh. Okay, sorry, 1 second, wrong OBS. What is she doing? Well, Andrea's also annoying, but I'm still her friend. That's the thing. Andrea's annoying and I'm still her friend. I live with Andrea. I would like to say that people don't give me enough credit for living with Andrea 24/7. You guys see her on stream. Just keep that in mind. What? Is he scratching Andrea? Is Andrea... What's going on here? We ate her. I do like to eat people. It's true. Yeah. It's true. Yeah, I ate her. I ate the twin. It's not a joke. It's literally not a joke. That's how I grew so tall. I'm the tallest female in my family because I, cannibalized the other one. They actually do. It's a dark joke. That's why I find it funny. Yeah. It's not that rare. But this one's... Oh, not so much. Not so much. Okay, so you don't actually eat them. Yeah, okay, so does one sibling really eat the other one? Not so much. The vanished embryo gets reabsorbed back into the mother's body. It's a miscarriage. Oh, okay. Reabsorption of cellular material. Okay, got it. So, oh, but look, in extremely rare cases, the deceased embryo cells are absorbed by the surviving twin. Under these conditions, the remaining fetus becomes a chimera or a person with two sets of DNA. Okay. And they could go through life with two different blood types. That explains why I have two blood types. For example, a woman preparing a kidney transplant was... Okay, yeah, there you go. Because of this. Okay, okay. Anyway. Yeah. So. All right, guys. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us during this blitz grind. We are going to do episode 1 of our travel show in how many days? About two and a half weeks or so. It's coming up. But I'm gonna raid Miskiff and you guys can hang out and see Andrea. Thanks, Buherno. I really appreciate it. Thanks, F3 Skeeto. Thanks everybody who hung out today. If you guys want to get more updates on the travel show, we have a Discord. We have a Discord where we talk about the show, and we've been getting really, really nice feedback so far. Are we gonna stream for the F1 race? Yeah, we're planning to be streaming from there. So that's gonna be a fun weekend. It's gonna be a fun weekend. We'll be streaming with Cash App, but if we're not able to IRL stream, then I guess we'll just record stuff. But we'll try to bring the cameras in, and if they kick us out, well, they kick us out. It is what it is. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. ETA for next stream. Yeah, let me check as we're rating. Okay. 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 Tomorrow we'll be streaming at 6 p.m. Yeah. So we'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. See you guys then. Good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Enjoy Andrea on Miz. Bye, you guys.